Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you this Valentine's Day nail tutorial, and I want to say thank you guys so much for watching my videos. If you want to see how I completed this Valentine's Day set, then please keep watching. First, I'm taking this cuticle pusher and I am using it to push the skin that grows on the nail back, and it allows you to use this drill bit so that way you can use it and buff away all of the dead skin that kind of grows on that nail. This is probably one of my favorite drill bits because it allows you to get into those hard to reach places, and it just makes your nails have that like overall clean look at the end. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm taking my drill bit and I'm going around the cuticle area, removing that excess dead skin, as well as drilling over my natural nail to remove that shine. Definitely an important step because you want your set to last as long as possible, so make sure you're removing that shine with either an e-file or even just a regular nail file. Now I'm taking these nail tips, which I am obsessed with. I got these nail tips from Amazon. At first I was getting my nail tips from a place called Glitter Planet, and they were in the UK, so it would take me about 10 days, sometimes longer, to get my packages. So with these I can get in like a day and a half to 2 days because I do get them from Amazon. And also I love that they're already pretty straight, because shaping was probably the hardest step for me to learn, so this definitely saved you some time. I love these tips, and I would definitely recommend them for you guys to use. Okay, so now I've cut my tips to the length that I want. I do like to have my nails a little bit on the long side, so you don't have to have your nails this long. You can do this set with about, I would say about a medium length, if you would like to. So now I'm going to be using that Young Nails primer, also one of my favorite primers. I've been using that primer for over a year now, so it's, in my opinion, one of the best. I got this knife from Amazon. I'm going to be using it to get that nice sharp V. This knife it was like $5 from Amazon, so pretty reasonable. Now I'm going to be taking my nude acrylic and I'm going to be placing it. This time I'm starting at the cuticle area. Normally when I do my full set, I work my way from the tip and then towards the cuticle, but for this set, for these two V nails, I'm going to be starting at the cuticle area, which was kind of difficult for me. I'm not gonna lie, I never do this when I do my acrylic, so definitely something different for me. Also, I've never done this V look before with acrylic. I've always done it with gel polish, so this is also a new the first time I'm going to be doing something like this in this video. So now I'm going to be taking another bead because I felt like I needed to have a little bit more acrylic before I go ahead and carve out that V line. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just building it up so that way I don't have to add any clear acrylic at the end of the set. So here I'm taking my knife and I'm just kind of going carving out that V. And I know it's blurry here, guys. Sorry about that. I can't watch the screen and do this at the same time, so sometimes I can't catch when it's blurry. So sorry about that. But here I'm just carving it out. Definitely make sure you don't want the acrylic to dry when you're doing this. You still want it to be wet, because once it dries, you will not be able to cut through and take off that extra acrylic. So just a heads up, I wouldn't leave it on there for longer than about 40 seconds, 45 seconds. So yeah, just a heads up. And now I'm taking this red color. I'm going to be using this on the whole nail, and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking my file and I'm going to just be making that V a little bit more precise. So that's a good thing about this set. You don't have to make it super sharp with the knife. You can just go in after the acrylic dries and make it super sharp. So that definitely did help out a lot. So yeah, keep that in mind. Make sure the acrylic is really dry though. You don't want to go in when it's super damp. So now I'm going to be brushing off that dust from the filing, and then I'm going to be taking my brush and filling in all of the clear spaces with the red. You don't have to make this super neat, because once you file, the red will come off of the new part and it'll be super clean. So yeah, again, keep that in mind. You don't have to be super neat with this. Just kind of fill in all those spaces, and once it's time to file, all of the red that you got on the nude will just fall away. So again, I'm taking my knife and I'm going to just carve out that V. And when you carve it out, make sure you move the acrylic away, because the longer you leave it there, it will dry. So again, just carve it out and then make sure you get it off of the nail as quickly as possible. Okay, so for the pinky finger, I just took that same nude color and applied it to that whole entire nail. And then we're going to put some hearts on there. I got these hearts from OHSNAPBEAUTY, and we're going to I placed them on the nail like from like biggest to smallest. So I just dumped them out here because it is easier for me to pick them up than to try to pick them up out of that little container. So I just picked up a big one first, and I just placed it in the center of the nail, close to the cuticle, and then I picked up a smaller one. And I think the rest of them that I used were all the same size, but they are smaller than that first big one that I placed down. And once this dries a little bit, we're going to go in with some clear acrylic, and we're going to encapsulate that. Now I'm taking this clear acrylic powder by the Secret, and I'm going to use it to encapsulate those red hearts that I used on the pinky finger. I like to work my way up toward the cuticle when I encapsulate, and also you want to make sure that you're not being too rough, because I don't glue my hearts down, or I don't glue my glitter down, so sometimes if I brush too hard then they will kind of wipe away. So kind of be a little bit gentle when you're encapsulating, unless you are going to glue your hearts down. I have never done it that way, but I'm pretty sure it'll be okay. I just take my time here and make sure I'm not being too rough. Okay, so here, before I go in with my electric file, I'm going to be using my 8080 hand file to kind of clean up the shape. I'm not going to really do too much reshaping because I don't think I need to for here. So I'm just going to be taking my file and cleaning up the shape of my nails, and then you'll see me go in a flat motion with my file. I'm just doing that to smooth out the nail before I go in with my e-file. So now I'm finished with my hand file. I'm going to be taking my e-file and just cleaning up those V-lines. Now this was pretty easy to do because I'd already used my hand file, and you can already see it's pretty sharp here. So this was just like an extra step. And I do this to all of my nails because I just like them to be a little bit smooth before I add my top coat. So now I'm going to be taking this resin. I got this from Amazon. It just basically helps the crystals stick to your nails. I am going to be adding some crystals, which is really random for me. I really don't add crystals to my nails, but I guess I was just in Valentine's Day spirit here. So yeah, I'm going to be taking the glue, which is in the white bottle, and I place it where I just put it where I want the crystals to go, and then I just keep applying that. And once you finish with all of the crystals, once you have them placed where you want them to be, you're going to go in with the activator and just give about 1 to 2 sprays, and it just basically helps the crystals stay in place. Okay, so now we're reaching the end of the video. I've applied all of my crystals, and now it's time for me to add my gel top coat. And you guys know I'm going to add this to all 5 of my nails, and then I'm going to be curing this for about 2 to 3 minutes in my light, and then it'll be time for me to add some cuticle oil. So if you reached the end of this video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and leave me a comment, and let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see in the future.